Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Joshua Thompson, aka J Quality Music, professional musician and producer right here in LA, and this is Taste and Treble. What is Taste and Treble, you may ask? I wanted to bring together my passion for music and the love I feel when I'm cooking at home. We bring together some of the livest musical artists from around the world, pair them with the most creative private chefs and cooks to transform their body of work into amazing culinary dishes. I like to think of it as the most ultimate playlist on the plate for your ears and your taste buds. Here, the kitchen is our studio, where every ingredient has a place and every sound has a taste in the mix. We add a little bit of Q&A with your favorite artists, and then we top it all off with a special guest performance. So we want to know, what sounds and melodies do singers and songwriters use to get your ears grooving? And what spices and herbs can our chefs come up with to get your taste buds dancing? Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Josh Thompson, aka J Quality, and this is Taste and Treble episode 3. So if you've been following us between episode 1 and episode 2, then you already know how we get down. We create the ultimate playlist on a plate with the livest artists and the most creative chefs that we can find here in Los Angeles. And today is no different. We are manifesting a whole lot of vibes and a whole lot of soul. I have to introduce my personal friend. I actually went to college with him. He's an amazing singer, songwriter, producer. He's opened up for the Jackson 5, opened up for Stevie Wonder. He was actually on the international show The Voice and made the top 12. I'm talking about my boy Treble. TJ! What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Am I late?
Man, bro, you are right on time.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce Treble TJ Wilkin. So I couldn't think of anyone better to take your song, Good to You, which is a phenomenal track, by the way.
Thank you, bro.
And have Janine here transform it for our playlist on the plate, man.
Word. Okay, so I gotta ask, like, what'd you come up with?
So the dish I came up with is Jamaican jerk shrimp pasta. When I first heard the song, I thought about a guy dating a girl and he's deciding that he wants to make this date exclusive. So I thought of like the beginning of a relationship, how it's like spicy, but not too spicy. You don't want to come on too strong, but you want to make this girl your girlfriend. And this is a great dish because it's creamy with the cheese. It's like comfort food. You eat pasta, it makes you feel good. So do you love like Jamaican food, spice? You like all that?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Because my family's from Belize.
Word, okay.
So we're used to like spice and seafood. So I wanted to bring both of them together. So I love fusion food.
Yeah.
To me, so some of the base of it is like Asian, and you got Caribbean, and then you got Italian.
Cool. Hey.
3 of the best, right?
All the flavors, and that's me as an artist. I like to take a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Hey.
You know what I mean? And
All
just
right,
create the whole thing.
That's what's it. Food, wine, music. It all goes together.
Yes, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So, Janine, you were talking about, how you like to, take a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Now, obviously, we had a conversation. I told you I'm absolutely in love with our Instagram page. Listen, you need to follow Till the Last Bite. You're talking about food porn. That's legal, okay? So I see all the time. You're always posting something new. You're always, reinventing your dishes, and you're just, pushing the envelope a little bit. So just tell me just like where your inspiration comes from.
Well, I love history, and I love the history of food. I like the origin of where spices come from and certain dishes come from, and I like to just fuse them all together. I'm a big foodie, and I pretty much eat everything from Indian, Asian, Ethiopian food, everything. So I like to just put all those together. So what we're going to use is 15 shrimp. It's going to be deveined and cleaned with lemon. And then we're going to use our jerk seasoning. We're going to use cinnamon, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, red crushed pepper, nutmeg, cloves. And then we're going to mix those all together. And then we're going to dice the shallots and the garlic. We're also going to use red, green, and yellow bell pepper. And we're going to dice those also. We're going to start off with a tablespoon of olive oil, add our shallots and our onions, and toss those in for about 2 to 5 minutes. Then we're going to add in all our bell peppers and cook those for about a minute or 2, and then remove those from the pan. Leave the garlic and the shallots in the pan, and we're going to add the dry jerk seasoning and add it to the pan. And we're going to toast those for about 3 minutes. Then we're going to add the chicken broth, heavy cream, about a teaspoon of liquid smoke, And then we're going to cook that down with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And while that is cooking, we're going to get our pot and start boiling our water for our fettuccine pasta. So because it's fresh, we're going to boil it for 1 minute. And then once we drain it, we're going to toss the sauce, the jerk sauce, with the fettuccine pasta, top it with our shrimp, and top it with Parmesan cheese and a little bit of parsley.
So what is your process, when you're coming up with a new dish?
My process is usually when I'm catering, whether it's private or big, I always ask the vibe. I go off the vibe because I build a custom menu. If you go to my website, you'll see dishes on there, but I don't have a set menu. When people call me and say, oh, I'm having a party today, and you tell me what that vibe is, I'll custom do that menu from scratch.
I hear you.
And also, I'm one of the few chefs that actually bake, because most chefs don't like to bake.
Okay.
But I love to bake.
Okay, let's dive into that a little bit.
So my mom was a great baker. Like, I didn't have fresh bread until I was probably like 10 years old. My mom would get up and make like 15 loaves of bread, cinnamon bread, wheat bread, sourdough. She made tortillas from scratch, flour, corn. Wow. So I'm old school, everything pretty much from scratch. I really don't use too many cans or boxes. That's just pretty much how I do. And I just like fusion food. I like to use from different cultures, from whether it's Ethiopian, Africa, Latin, and put all those flavors together. I love fresh herbs and I love fresh seasonings and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, and your song was just a great inspiration for this whole vibe. It's like a Marvin Gaye, Smokey Robinson vibe, you know what I mean? So I figured the smoky, that's the nice little heat.
Yeah.
For the pasta. And the Marvin Gaye, the spicy, get the wine in that waist, the ladies go crazy.
Yeah.
Right? And one day I decided, I'm gonna start a catering company. My sister came up with the name To The Last Bite. I built the website in probably like 10 days. Told friends and family and just went from there.
I told you, like girl magic, bro. Is there anybody you specifically would want to cook for and create or do a dinner party for?
I don't think it's no particular. I think all my clients are celebrities. So people say I'm a celebrity chef. Me, I'm a celebrity for all the people. Because I think when I'm cooking for you, you a celebrity.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You're going to pay me just like the celebrity. So everybody's a celebrity.
Let me take you to a higher place.
All right, so this is the jerk shrimp pasta, man. Now, before we get into tasting this amazing dish, already, my eyes are just like, oh my God.
Yeah, my stomach hollering right now.
I have to talk to you about this rosé. It just looks just
amazing.
like
Thank you.
liquid love.
Yeah, I like that. I'm going to start calling that liquid love. I'm going to start calling it liquid love.
That bouquet is
Since
very
Velveeta
nice.
got liquid gold, I got liquid love.
You know what? Hold on. Before we do this, I mean, this was an amazing collaboration. Why don't you go ahead and grab a glass for yourself?
Yes. Hey, I'll drink to that.
Exactly.
Salud.
Salute.
Right on the money.
Right.
TJ, go ahead.
Ready,
Last
ready.
bite.
All right, to the last bite. Everything's always that last bite.
Oh my God. I don't want to talk with my mouth full.
Mm-hmm.
That's outstanding. I mean, I'm really doing it. I'm tasting the spices and I heard you talk about the brown sugar with the little...
Yeah, to balance out the heat. And then that's homemade pasta. There's nothing like homemade pasta, not box.
You said,
homemade.
You definitely said no box. I mean, whoa.
I mean...
And you said my song made you do this?
Yeah, your song did it to me.
I'll send you my whole album. This is what you create. I mean,
we'll create a dish for each song, right? That'll be the playlist.
I want to cuss, but I'm gonna be nice.
You be good because your daddy wouldn't like you on here cussing.
Kid-friendly show.
Yeah, I feel it. That's why I'm like.
And your daddy wouldn't like you on here cussing.
I had to. That's why I had to be silent.
Exactly.
My prayers. I was trying to find the words.
I don't want your daddy calling me talking about you got my son on here cussing.
Touch that, man. Get that up in your soul right there, bro.
This right here is good to you.
This is a good sponsor.
Right?
There is a difference in box pasta and homemade pasta. And I love the fact that you just took your time with it because I know, TJ, you took your time with that record, man.
Exactly.
You don't produce a sound and just a vibe like you hear in Good to You by just, throwing some things together. Making it happen. You really have to take your time with it. You got to show it some love. And this is love, man. Love. Thank you, Chef Janine.
You are welcome.
An amazing dish. I need to get some more of this. I don't know about you, TJ.
Bruh, listen. Yes.
All right.
I brought Tupperware. No.
All right, man. So let's get a little more of this pasta, a little more wine, and let's get to the chop. All right, everybody. It's your boy Jay Quality. I'm here with our special guest, TJ Wilkins, and we have eaten good. Man, I don't know about you, but I enjoyed myself. I know you enjoyed yourself, bro. That jerk shrimp pasta,
Crazy.
Yo, shout out to Chef Janine for just the time and the love that she put into that dish. It is absolutely amazing. So this is obviously the Chop Shop, man. This is our time. You know, I like to look at it as like two homies catching up, man, because this has been quite some time since we've actually got to like sit down and like really converse, man. And first of all, it's like really good to see you.
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
yes, sir. My brother.
So this is a time for your viewers at home to really connect with you as an artist, man. So I just first want to ask, just in the experience that you had with Chef Janine, and in tasting the dish, what kind of connections were you able to make back to your song, man?
Oh man. Well, Chef Janine killed it. Let me just start there. She killed it. I mean, the way that the flavors kind of came together in the dish reminded me of much how the song came together. You hear, shout out to my boy D Mills, D, for the track, and just the way that the instruments kind of complement each other, like they fill up the sound space. And that's the same way I felt about the food. Like every flavor, the spicy, the savory, the sweet, everything just kind of like it all came together and it made this magic. So yeah, man, I feel good, man. I feel like, good to you, and that food was good to me.
So I know about your upbringing and how you got started, because obviously we went to school together, man.
Yes, sir.
So we knew exactly Cal State Northridge.
Matadors, let's go.
Yes, sir. So we got to be around some really, really great artists while we were coming up in our collegiate careers. But I know that some people at home probably don't know exactly like how you got started. So can I take you back to back to 2009? Back to 2009.
Yeah.
We were still both in school. And you were singing for Stevie Wonder's House Full of Toys.
Yeah.
And if you don't know about Stevie Wonder's House Full of Toys, it is a Los Angeles staple during the holiday season. It's absolutely amazing. Anyone who is anyone comes to enjoy just the musical, just like ambiance and just the greatness that time gets, in addition to giving back to so many, children in need. And I just want to take you back to that because I remember hearing that you were part of that competition during that time, man. Tell me what it was like, being backstage and hearing your name and coming out, for the Young Artist Award, man, and coming out to just cheers of hundreds of people that you don't even know, man, and being front and center, being able to sing with Stevie Wonder.
The audition song was Overjoyed. And I remember, Nate, you only had 30 seconds. And so I was like, well...
With or without the key change?
So here we go. Right? so I said, 30 seconds. I said, well, I might as well do it at the key change. Like, show I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you played that right. You played that right.
Right there, bro. So it was like, I had that 30 seconds. And when it was all said and done, I was like, all right, breathe a sigh of relief. And to make a long story short, I was at home again, and I get a phone call, and they're like, TJ Wilkins, this is, I forget the gentleman's name. He's like, this is from KJLH. We'd like to tell you that you're the winner of the Stevie Wonder competition, and this, that, and the other. And they were like, come down to the radio station. Yeah, right.
That key change,
bro. That's what, man, you gotta know the music. But I went down and Stevie was there at the radio station. He interviewed me and we sang on the air. And then he asked me, he says, hey, so you want to come and perform at House Full of Toys? I was like, yes, sir. I'll be there. The whole energy of the place, like it was just, bro, it was electric, man. And when I heard my name called to come out on stage, I look out and I just see people like everywhere. And I'm like, take it all in, take a deep breath. And I'm thinking Stevie, at that time, I'm thinking he's going to stay on stage with me. And he got up from the piano, was like, and boned out. I'm like, all right, do your thing. I'm like, okay. And the band, they start up Overjoyed, and I literally, man, I zoned out. And when it was all said and done, I just heard the audience, and Stevie, he came back out and it's like, oh, you know, man, that was great. Let's do another one. So when I was 13, I signed my first deal. And, you know, as a child, there's so much growing up that you got to do when you're a child in the industry, because it's you know, the industry is populated by adults. So you grow up really fast. I learned a lot of things. I don't want to say that was detrimental, but could have been detrimental to like my mental health, my creativity. Because so many times, like, you know, when you sign a deal, there's somebody else telling you like what you can sing, what you can't sing, if you can write songs, if you can't, like even down to what you wear, man. And it starts to wear on you. It was so much, so fast. And I had to learn, man, and you know, I was like, oh, I'm kind of cool off of that.
Yeah.
And that came at the right time, you know, and I had been passed on by a couple of different record labels, and, you know, I'm like, man, I don't know, am I good? And then I get Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, man, like, you're great. And that was all I needed. Yeah,
provided a lot of validation for you.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, man. I was like, to hell with everybody. Like, Stevie?
All right.
Hey, you know what I mean? So,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
And then now I want to take you, you know, 5 years from that moment, 2014.
Yeah.
Now you're performing in front of the entire world
Whoa,
on
bro.
The Voice. And what's interesting about The Voice is that we had been enamored with American Idol for so long. I mean, you're talking about Ruben Studdard, Fantasia Barrino. Now we're talking about The Voice, man, and you're in the top 12.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about your audition piece to even get past the next level. Like, as a black singer, you picked a song that was, first of all, from the legendary Elton John.
Yeah, man.
Benny and the Jets.
Yeah.
How many people think about actually being able to sing that kind of song?
I remember kind of the audition process, and I'm like, okay, well, what's something that can make me stand out? You know, like what, I mean, obviously, like I'm tall, like, you know, all these different things that already, you know, when I walk into a room, people are like, and that's something that I had to learn, like, I had to learn to be comfortable with, because it was like, I would like play myself short a lot of times and be like, oh, you know, I'm not really, and that was an opportunity to say, okay, like, you only have, you know, this amount of time to like make an impression. So what are they going to remember? And I was like, well, you know what? God, I'm black. They're going to expect me to do like, you know, some Luther or some like some Stevie or, you know, whatever, because they knew my background with Stevie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, like, let's go. Let's do it. Like, let's do a left turn. And man, little did I know, the producers got back with me and were like, yeah, so this is the song you're going to do.
Is there anyone who's been influential in your life that's been either a mentor or a figure for you?
For sure, definitely one of my mentors, earliest mentors was my pastor, Calvin Rohn, who, you know, was just that man is like an encyclopedia when it comes to like spiritual matters, but also when it comes to the music business, you know what I mean? Having been, you know, a gospel recording artist and the whole nine. So he definitely was one, my first voice teacher, who was actually on camera when they showed my blind audition for The Voice. Her name was Brenda Lee Ager, soul singer. Did a lot of work. I just found out in the civil rights movement with like Operation Breadbasket, music on the music side, like insane, man. But also
Black History Gym right there.
Yeah,
man.
Black History Gym, you know what I mean? Also, Stevie Wonder, obviously, the Jacksons, who I've been working with for the last 6 years now. Too Short, for sure, was like definitely one of my mentors from about, I think I was about 15, 16. He kind of took me under his wing and again, showed me how to navigate the business. I mean, you talk about somebody, you know, who was talking about the independent grind before he ever even signed a deal. Like he was always like forward thinking in that way. And I just would watch like how he, you know, connected with his fans, and like I learned so much from him, man. Though she doesn't know me personally, I still cherish the time that I had working with this amazing talent, which was Beyonce, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. I worked. I had the opportunity to work with her back in 2015 for the Grammys. And that was like an amazing experience, man. And you talk about paying attention, like, to everything this woman was doing, from the way that she would rehearse to the way that she would prepare. And, you know, I said to myself, I was like, so this makes sense, like, why when she steps on stage, everybody's like, oh my God, like, this is the most amazing thing ever. It's because what they don't see is the week or the 2 weeks of 8-hour rehearsals. Just for that one performance.
The greats still rehearse.
Yeah, they still rehearse, bro. And they get it, and they do it over and over and over again, and get it just right, man. But still fun, but also they find, you know, or leave room rather for creativity. Having the opportunity to work with her again on the Lion King soundtrack with Spirit, man. We singing the middle choir, yeah, bro.
Oh man,
it was a blessing, man.
But you're also an actor as well, man. So there's a duality of even more professionalism. Can you just give me just a few projects you've worked on as an actor?
I did a lot of episodic work. So on Nickelodeon, I was on this show called The Fresh Beat Band, which was a music show like based, you know, around kids. And then I had the opportunity to work on another show called School of Rock, also with Nickelodeon. The Middle on ABC, you know, just kind of get my feet wet. And then while we were in college, I got the opportunity to work on my first feature film, man.
Wow.
It was a film called Complicity that was directed by a fantastic director named C.B. Harding. He wrote the script and everything. And that was great for me because much like music, right? I started to grow, you know, disenchanted with acting, man. You know, because a lot of times people don't understand, like in this business that we're in, bro, you will get the door closed in your face so many times, bro. Like you could literally go on 100 auditions and you get that, like in a year, right? And with black actors, you might get like 20. You know what I mean? Like, and they might tell you no 19 times, and it might be that one that changes like your entire life.
The no's are the ones that build your character.
They do, bro. They do, bro. And a lot of people, what I found out, man, is like a lot of people aren't built for that. Like, you know, not to preach, but like we get, like in society, right? Like everybody has this thing like where it's like, oh, I'm this and I'm that. And, you know, everybody thinks that like, well, I'll say certain people have this notion like, oh, you know, I'm special and I'm, you know, and it's like, nah, I mean, you are in a way, you know, because God made you that way. But at the same time, like there are 1,000 talented people. You know what I'm saying? What separates a lot of us that are still doing it from the ones that have quit is we just didn't stop believing in ourselves. You know what I mean? We didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. TJ,
my brother,
it has been a absolute privilege to be able to catch up with you, man.
Bro.
And again, I just wish you nothing but success in the creation of your project.
Bro.
For our listeners at home, where can they find Good to You? Okay,
so right now you can find Good to You on all digital streaming platforms. You got to check out the album Agape by my bro D Mills. Amazing project. I feel very honored and blessed to have been a part of it. And everybody on that record is killing. The boys' production is insane. And bro, thank you, man. Shout out to you, the crew, everybody here at Taste and Treble.
Thank you, man.
Oh, definitely Chef Janine for that bomb creation work of art that she put together. Man, I've had such a great time with you guys, man, and I'm looking forward to getting into this music, man.
All right, everybody. The moment you've been waiting for. Seeing his new hit single, Good to You. My man, DJ Wilkins. DJ, take it away.
What's up, y'all? I'm TJ Wilkins. Welcome to Taste and Treble. Let's kick it off. Oh, my. Listen, girl. I believe in the feeling. It's like something I can't explain, 'cause it's just different. I'll be damned if I can't see what your loving does for me. And it seems that I can't find the words to say. Well, it ain't no sin, so won't you come in and we can begin, get to know each other. We don't have to rush, we can take it slow. Through your eyes, I see your soul. Baby, let me take you to a higher place. Sure. So won't you come in, darling? 'Cause I got you, yeah. You don't have to be afraid. I promise I'll be good, I'll be good. Oh, my darling. Oh, baby. Yes, I'm so glad. Said I'm so glad you're here with me, with me. And now that you're here, I've got to let you know you're a dream. You're what I need, oh baby. Got to give you all of me. I wanna be your everything. If you're ready, let me show you just how much you mean to me. Sure. So won't you come in, darling, darling? 'Cause I got you, yeah. Take off all your cool. You don't have to be afraid. I promise I'll be good, I promise, yeah. Oh, so won't you come in, darling, darling? You don't have to be afraid. So won't you take off all your